I have to say specifically, I am a chicken nugget.
Yeah, it's all coming in.
Yeah. When I was a kid, I used to sit on the sandwich because it made
Flattens it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting cooking method there.
Christmas time, I don't ski. I go to sit by the fire and become cheese. How many boyfriends did you have?
400.
Oh my gosh.
The cheese just arrived.
Hey. Wow.
This feels like the afterlife.
I'm so happy to be here.
Hello, welcome to Dish from Waitrose. I am Nick Grimshaw.
And I'm Angela Hartnett.
And we are here for another episode of Dish. Today, a movie star
we like our
joins us around this table.
Marvellous.
We have Simone Ashley join us today. You will know Simone Ashley as the star of Bridgerton, and in many a thing, and has a brand new film to talk all about called Picture This.
Yes.
So we'll get her in soon. She was also in Sex Education as well. She's been in some big
She's been in
hits.
loads of stuff.
Big
yeah.
hits. Do you know where I feel like I know her from?
Go on.
Magazine covers.
Oh,
and that's how
okay.
you know she's famous.
Yeah,
I
she's
feel
on
like
it.
she's always in my newsagent, like looking really, fab on a magazine cover.
She always does look fab.
Very
doesn't she?
fab.
Very
Yeah,
stylish.
yeah. We have a listener.
What, one? I thought we had a few more.
We have one listener.
What are their names? What's their name?
We have
that
one
listener.
listener. We have a listener who's been in touch.
Who's been in touch.
Lou, who has been on from Worcester, who actually says that the Waitrose in Worcester is the best one.
Oh, interesting.
Have you ever visited?
I have not.
No,
I have
I've
to
not
say.
visited. No. Anyway, my question to the wonderful
Is
Angela
there a
is...
question?
No, yeah. The end. Anyway, my question to the wonderful Angela is, we all know about Nick and his dislike of food admin. Does Angela have a similar thing? I mean, can she be asked to do what's a quenelle?
Quenelle is when you make a shape like a sort of oval egg shape with a spoon. You do it. You see it in ice creams. Lots of people do quenelles of ice cream.
Right, yeah.
It's like a rocher is the
Right.
term.
Thank you and love the show. Watching on YouTube is a game changer for following the recipes, by the way.
I don't necessarily quenelle at home, to be
No.
fair. That
Lazy.
feels
Yeah.
a stage. And I don't actually, if I'm really lazy or if to avoid, it's not so much food admin, it's avoiding having to do something if I can get away with someone else doing it, is when I've had people round for supper and I made a very nice tart and then I was like, oh God, ice cream, cream, and I literally went to our local restaurant, St John Bread and Wine, and Froyo, who's the head chef there, who's a dear friend and used to work for me, I said, Froyo, you got any vanilla ice cream in the freezer I could have? And he goes, how much do you want? I said, oh, thank you very much. So I took that back home and then I put it in a nice container, and I did actually say I had stolen it from St John. I didn't claim that I'd made that vanilla ice cream like I have done in the past.
Oh, really? Not at one of her restaurants.
No, one of her
No,
restaurants.
just
so
at
I
home.
cheat like that. That's
Yeah,
how
that's
I
all
sort of
right.
do
That's
it.
just efficiency.
Yeah, efficiency, yeah. But I don't have any issues
You're
like
not
you.
into a foamy thing, though.
No, I don't like foams and
No.
nonsense like that. It's got to
Yeah.
taste delicious. It's got to be a reason
Yeah.
to be on a plate. Giorgio Locatelli said that. He goes, don't put anything on the plate that you don't want to eat that's not delicious. Don't over-exaggerate
Yeah.
food, yeah? Keep it simple.
Well, there we go, Lou.
Well, there we go. Hope that helps, Lou. Our one
Question
listener.
answered. Right, shall we get our guest, Simone
Yes.
Ashley, in?
Yes.
Welcome. Thank you so much.
Oh my God,
Thanks for coming.
Lovely. Thank
Are you
you for
okay?
having me. Yeah, all good. Wow, this looks
Hope you're hungry.
amazing.
We're going to
Oh, wow.
do your negroni.
I love a negroni.
But-
And I don't know much about alcohol. Like I'll just drink wine and be like, yeah, great, tastes good.
Yeah.
I was at this event and someone was like, oh, go on, girl. Like that's a strong drink. I was like, that's why I feel so drunk every time I drink a negroni.
I remember when I first came to London and had espresso martinis, and I thought it was a shot with a drink, like a chaser.
Yeah.
So I would be like, I'll have a beer and espresso martini.
Oh my
Be
God.
like,
No one tells you.
they
no one,
don't.
no one tells you these simple rules. On Dish today, please make some noise, everybody, for the wonderful Simone Ashley. Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome, Simone.
Thank
Welcome.
you.
For coming to see us. How are you?
I'm great.
Yeah?
I'm really, really excited to be here. So yeah,
fantastic.
thanks for
We're very
having me.
excited you're here.
Yeah.
You guys were just chatting when I was making the drink about Los Angeles.
Los Angeles.
Los
Are
Angeles.
you in between the two, or do you live here now?
No, I live in London now.
Mm.
I have family in Ojai, California, which is like northwest.
Mm-hmm.
So I went there quite a lot as a kid. Lived in LA for a bit, on and off.
And then I moved back in 2021,
Okay.
back in London, and it's good to be back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you miss it when you were out in LA?
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
bet.
Weirdly, when I started listening to Oasis,
Oh, right. Okay.
yeah, is it English Rose at the beginning of the song?
Right.
It was like
Okay.
rain or like the seaside, and I was like, oh, England,
And
which I
yeah.
never thought
Yeah.
I would. I was always like, oh, England, like, I
Yeah,
need some
yeah.
sun. But then when I got the sun, I was like, missing
Every
it.
day, yeah.
You're like, I need Mancunians. I need,
Yes.
I need
Yes.
the Gallagher.
Wet,
I need to go back.
exactly.
I need to go back.
Exactly.
I need to go back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever been to LA for a stint, Ange?
No, but I've got a great friend over there at the
Yeah.
moment who's working, so that is a trip this year. So I will tap you up for restaurants.
Yeah,
But I worry about LA for this weird reason that everyone drives everywhere, don't they? No one seems to
They
walk
do.
anywhere.
Yeah.
And I quite like a
No.
little walk, but I think it would take me
Yeah,
hours
well,
to get
I
anywhere.
always thought it was
Stay in
quite
Europe.
fun driving to go for a walk.
Yeah.
That's
For a hike.
It's so funny.
that is an
Yeah.
amazing thing about Europe.
Yeah.
You can just walk everywhere.
Because I love that sort of European, but lifestyle that is small, whereas LA feels so enormous. And
Yeah.
you see all the freeway, and I think, oh, I'll be this little person on my little bike trying to.
I love your little helmet on and your backpack.
Nick said the restaurant was here, Neil. It's
No.
days away.
No, you need to drive there, Ange.
Yeah,
you
no,
need to drive
You need
for
to get in
sure.
a car.
Need to get
You
in
need
a
to
car.
do
Need
it.
to break that habit. Okay.
Simone, we're having a Negroni because we heard you like a Negroni.
I
we,
do like a Negroni.
We got here, we got told you love a gin and tonic, a margarita, and a Negroni. I'll have most things,
Yeah.
was the quote.
I'm easy.
Yeah,
You're a perfect guest. We love
so
that.
we're going for a Negroni. Very chic choice, I
Yes.
feel.
Thank you.
Do you think?
Thank you
Yes.
very much.
Yeah, very good choice. I like a Negroni. That's my favourite cocktail to go to.
Is it like an adult Aperol spritz? Like an adult?
A very
Aperol
adult,
spritz.
Yeah, as
Like-
opposed to the Aperol Spritz for toddlers.
Yeah.
No, it's
I
very
mean,
good.
It's definitely an
Cheers.
acquired taste.
Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah.
Very nicely made, Nick.
Mine is so strong.
It's so strong.
It's great. I love
Yeah.
it.
So we wanted to talk to you about your likes and dislikes.
Okay.
The palette of Simone Ashley, if you
Ooh,
will.
okay.
Here's what you shared with us when we asked. I'm pleased to say that ice cream is one of my favorite
Yes.
things ever. Soft serve ice cream is my favorite, but any ice cream is always my
Yeah.
favorite. So you're a huge dairy fan.
Yeah. I love whipped cream.
Yes.
I love ice cream. Specifically soft serve.
Yeah.
Mr. Whippy in the ice cream van. Ice
Do you
cream.
have a flake?
Flake, sprinkles,
Yeah.
strawberry sauce, the
Perfect,
whole
yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Do you have a place where you go to for an ice cream when you're in London?
I will find a Mr. Whippy van.
Yes.
In
Oh,
the
you like
park.
it like that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Like just that £1.99
Yeah,
plate kind of
yeah,
vibe.
yeah.
We've got here that you love chicken, beef, savoury wise. I will literally eat anything.
Yeah.
You're the dream guest.
Oh,
Yeah.
Dream guest. Yeah.
I have to say specifically, I am a chicken nugget. I
Yes.
love
Oh, right.
chicken nuggets.
Yeah, it's all coming out.
When I go to hotels and I order from the kids menu, I'll be like, "Can I have the chicken tenders?" When
Yeah.
actually they're like, "Oh, so the chicken nuggets," and I'm like, "Yeah, the chicken tenders." Like, make it
Chicken
feel a bit
nuggets,
more
please.
sophisticated.
Yeah. The chicken nuggets. Yeah. You also love cheese a lot.
love cheese.
Swiss, German food, Swiss cheeses and meats. But staying in Indian cuisine, I love. Again, literally anything. We are the same
Yeah,
though. We
yeah.
are the same in that.
Yeah.
We are not a
Eat
fussy,
no
fussy
fuss.
situation here at all. What is it that you love particularly about the cheese and the ham? Is it?
So in Switzerland, there's like a German region. I guess it's the German region of Switzerland. There's a place I used to go to called Lenzerheide, which I used to get Gruyère cheese, Gruyère Swiss cheese. Me and this cheese, we just became.
Went on a hot
we had our
date.
own relationship going on. Like Christmas time, I don't ski. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sporty, but I don't ski.
Yeah.
I go to sit by the fire and become cheese to the point where I'd be reading a book and I'd be really into my book and just eat.
Cheese.
Just eat the cheese straight down.
eat the cheese,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sometimes a bit of honey on it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice.
Yes. There's definitely an addictive quality to it, do you think? Like
Yeah.
when you eat it, it's
If
very
it's a good cheese.
dangerously more.
Yeah, it is dangerous.
Crumbly, sharp.
And
Yeah.
it all evokes everything, though. As you say, it's like sitting by that fire. What were you drinking? Glass of wine, cocktail?
I actually make a really good hot chocolate.
There you go.
yeah,
So
yeah.
you've
Yeah.
got all those elements, you
Yeah.
know, of course.
Exactly.
That's perfect.
Because
Yeah.
your restaurant in the Alps?
Yeah, in Courchevel, yeah.
In Courchevel, do you do a cheesy
We do a cheesy
raclette or a
dip. Well, we
Gruyère
do the
or
raclette and we do a fondue, but they also do this thing tartiflette. that I was for the life of me. She's a lovely lady. Which is with all the things you're talking about. So it's cheese, potatoes, onions.
Oh my gosh.
Ham or bacon, and then and it's bubbly and everything, but it's really hearty. Some people order one for themselves. I'm like, how on earth can they even get up a mountain
a long
afterwards?
walk, and at the end of the walk you sit down. Back to England.
Trekking back. I remember the only time I went skiing, I went with my friend Colette, and she told me, which I believed because I trust her. She said, "Oh, you don't need a skiing lesson." I'll just show you. You do need a skiing lesson. You need a skiing lesson.
You need more than one,
She was like, "You feel all right?" I was not all right.
Wow.
Right, yeah. So I only did it one day because I obviously injured myself immediately. And she's really good. She's like, "Oh, it takes a lot. You download it. It's a calm vanilla lesson. Just go like that."
Yeah.
And it didn't work. But we went to this restaurant where we got served like fondue.
Oh yeah.
But with like a roast potato.
Yeah.
And it was the most perfect thing. It was like 11 years ago, and I can still vividly remember how
that's it.
delicious that was.
I would dream of the fondue.
yeah.
Christmas
So
time,
good.
we would walk to this cheese hut.
Yeah.
And the fondue would come with meats, bread, potatoes, and then a nice little gherkin cornichon just to cleanse the Oh my gosh.
Talking of cheese.
Yes.
Let's go and get you some cheese.
Okay, I can smell it.
great.
And the smell is fantastic.
Is that what it is? Oh
Yes.
my goodness.
Like a gratin moment, yeah. We've got here as well, Simone, that your solitary dislike was food that was too spicy.
Yeah.
What becomes too spicy for you, Simone?
I think when you just start losing the flavour of the actual meat or whatever it's on, and all you can taste and all you can experience is sweat. Thank you so much. Or like you're coughing.
Yes.
I would say, I don't know. I don't know how to describe. I would say out of 10, maybe I could handle a 4 or 5.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Because I think if it's
Maybe a 6.
spicy but with like a depth, it's all right. But when it's
Exactly.
just like...
But when
just
it's like,
an
oh my
attack.
gosh, I need some ice water. That's when it's gone a little bit
not
too
the
far.
one. It's not the one. Well, fear not. We shan't
Yeah.
be going there today. And what food did you grow up enjoying when you were younger?
Oh my gosh, everything. So I grew up in England. I did a bit of time in California as well. But so my mum and dad, they're Indian, they're South Indian, Tamil specifically. So my mum was just, oh my gosh.
The cheese just arrived.
Hey.
Hi, cheese.
Wow. My mum cooked the most amazing Indian food. Lamb curries, chicken curries, all the little things with Indian food. There's just so many sides. You know, when you go to an Indian restaurant, they serve it on the metal plate, and then there's all these little metal dishes of so my mum would make pachadi, which is, for her, it was like a carrot, mustard seed, yogurt kind of side dish. And that was like your cooling cleanser if it did get a bit too spicy. Or lime pickle.
Love lime pickle.
Lime pickle is life.
Yeah, love lime pickle.
Yeah. So me and my best friend over Christmas, I cooked a curry for his family. It was like a family of 10. So we were in a Waitrose just oh my gosh, we don't know how many poppadoms we need. And we just put all of the poppadoms. We ended up with so many poppadom leftovers. We were eating poppadoms all day and just lime pickle on the couch.
It's so good though.
So
it's
good.
so good. So have you had any, has your mum passed on any great recipes that you
Yes.
like to do?
Yeah, I think I observed a lot what she was
Yeah.
doing. She was such a pro. Well, she is such a pro that she's just a bit of this, a bit of that. There's no teaspoon measurements. So I kind of had lots of trial and error.
Yeah. That's a
Sometimes
good
I went
cook,
too
though.
hard on the coriander or cumin.
Yeah.
and I'd be yeah.
I love Indian food so much.
Me
yeah,
too.
I've always loved it. Do you have a favourite restaurant that you go to for Indian? Or is your mum probably the best?
My mum is the best.
Yeah.
But when I'm in London, that Gymkhana.
Yes.
Gymkhana. Love you, Gymkhana, but I'm a mild gal. I can't. It's too spicy
It's too
sometimes.
spicy.
Sometimes I'm like, whoa, it's just a little bit, it's a bit too much.
It's so delicious there.
Oh,
Wow. The food just arrived and wow. Okay, should we do this?
Should we do
Yes.
this? Oof, yes,
Okay.
can't see the table.
Thank you.
Wow, yeah, thank you, Angela.
So it's a recipe by Ed Smith, and it's a fennel, potato, and Gruyère gratin. And we're serving it with a selection of charcuterie. We've got some pickles. We've got some lovely pickled cauliflower, some roasted tomatoes, and it's hot.
It's definitely hot.
Salad
Through
and
it. Oh my
cheeses.
gosh, that is
Hot.
delicious.
You okay?
That is
Wow.
hot. Yeah.
It's hot.
I got a bit overexcited.
And it's perfect with this salad as well.
Yeah, lovely dressing by Mr. Nicholas Grimshaw.
What is the difference between a gratin and a dauphinoise?
For me, it's the cheese. Dauphinoise, you always cook just with cream. Some people do put cheese in, but traditionally it's always with cream. And then when you gratinate things, you're always grilling and it's cheese on top. So it's the form of cooking as well.
Okay.
And we made this one with creme fraiche rather than double cream.
Why is that?
So slightly lighter, and I
Gives
also
it
think the
sharper
creme
kind
fraiche
of-
sharpness. They love this.
Simone
I love
knows.
Simone. She loves
Simone
what she
knows.
knows her things. Yeah.
I think I sometimes make cake with creme fraiche.
Do you? Okay.
And then these potatoes, what's the best potato for this? Like
So
it's
it's like
waxy.
nice waxy one.
Waxy one, yeah. A waxy
Nice
potato
waxy,
like
yeah.
this. And then why does the Gruyère work so well? Why is Swiss cheese?
I think it's the nuttiness of the cheese. It's got that
Yeah.
sharpness.
Nutty.
And also it holds well. Because you know sometimes when you melt mozzarella, it goes really stringy and everything. Whereas actually this just melts nicely and it covers all the potatoes. It's a good cheese for melting into sauces, like a white sauce. We use Gruyère a lot when we make little arancini balls, risotto balls.
Oh, wow.
Because again, it just melts throughout the whole thing really evenly. So it's very good.
And then is this quite a simple recipe if anyone's listening who wants to do this?
So yeah, secret is nice thinly sliced potatoes and fennel. Then you put your creme fraiche with your cheese, lightly heat that up till the cheese melts, and then a touch of garlic, touch of salt and black pepper. And then the layers of potato, fennel, then your cheese liquid. But make sure you press it all down, because then what it happens, it makes sure that every layer is encompasses by that cheese sauce. And there you
So
go.
good.
delish.
And super healthy. And
Yes.
the weight just
Super
drops
healthy.
off.
Yes,
It's
yeah, with your bread,
it's
with
really
cheese.
light.
Yeah.
Really
Yeah.
light meal.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I actually did convince myself though, whenever I was in Switzerland and it was cold outside, I'd be like, this is good for me. Like,
Yeah.
It is good
this is
for
keeping
you.
me healthy.
Yeah.
I think so. I think
Keeps
so.
it
It's
good.
mind over
Yeah.
matter, I think.
Makes me happy, so it's good for me.
Yeah.
It's good for you. Exactly. Talk me through the wine pairing with
Oof. So we
This
have
wine
cheese,
is-
cheese and wine.
cheese
best
and
friends.
wine,
Yeah.
cheese and wine.
Best friends.
Oh, yeah.
So we have a Sauvignon Blanc.
They're best friends.
And it's a Dourthe Roqueblanche. It's a very crisp Sauvignon Blanc from Bordeaux. Slightly herbaceous notes. Of blackcurrant and gooseberry. Fresh and crisp.
That is really nice.
And when we were talking about this, Harriet, who does our amazing photography, mentioned, which I didn't realise, the wines made up in the Alps and the mountains are much sharper. They have more acidity to them to cut through the richness of the food, because there's a lot of food with all the cheese in it. And you probably get that in Switzerland as well.
Well, they put schnapps in the cheese,
Yes.
don't they?
Oh, that's
To
right,
Cut through,
yeah.
What's the etiquette with the rind of goat's cheese? You don't eat the goat's cheese rind?
I
I
know.
know it's not goat's cheese, but
I think you can eat any rind of cheese, providing it's not wax.
Okay.
Any cheese you can eat. There's more that there's an element they say how to cut cheese, but they say never cut the nose off. But I never get that right. I just hack.
Whatever.
It's bad.
You just
Not
like-
in the restaurant, but when I'm at home, I'm like, Elsie, a bit of cheese. There you go.
There you go. She don't know.
She don't know. She's
know.
18 months. What does she know?
If you want to try this recipe or any of the recipes we do on Dish, go on waitrose.com/dish recipes and you'll find all the recipes. There's videos as well on YouTube if you want to
Yes.
see how Ange didn't slice her fingers off on a mandolin.
No.
You can see that on YouTube and on Instagram. But yeah, all the recipes we do on there, the wine pairing, everything you need
Whole
to know.
shebang.
The whole shebang. I'd love it if I went to someone's house and they did this.
yeah.
It's a good TV meal, I think, because you
think?
can pick throughout whatever
Yes.
you're watching,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
a good film movie.
A
Talking
good
of
film, like
films,
Picture
here we
This.
go, like Picture This.
Like picture
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm not the only one who knows how to do this, Lincoln. Mr. Radio 6. Right, come on. Tell us.
Yeah. Tell us. Tell us all about this, because this is kind of like
Yeah.
the ultimate rom-com. I love a film like this.
So it's just come out, and it's about a girl called Pia, and she lives in Hackney, East London. And she's a struggling photographer. She has inherited her grandma's photography studio, and she's trying to make money. It's not working. She can't pay the bills. Life's a bit chaotic. And then her sister's getting married, and she starts getting pressure from her family to maybe start putting herself out there, to find a guy, to maybe get married. And then she gets her fortune read by a guru who says the next 5 dates you go on, you will find the love of your life. And then chaos ensues.
Chaos
Oh,
ensues.
excellent.
London looks so beautiful in this film.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Was it actually shot in London?
Yeah. It was actually shot.
No offense to the city in which I live, but I was like,
No, we did it at Hampstead
fake
Heath.
sun? No, real.
No.
Wow.
I think maybe in the studio there were some days clever lighting. No, it was real sun.
Okay,
Real,
yeah.
real London.
But I also love movies that are filmed in London.
Same.
I know that's
Yeah.
a weird thing to say, but I get really excited when there's
Same.
bits that I know and see, or series,
Totally.
you know, like Spook's always lovely. It was in London, you know, that
Yeah.
sort of thing.
And
Anyway,
we filmed in
yeah.
Potter's Bar actually in
right.
October, and it was really warm outside, weirdly. Well,
Yeah.
and it was sunny, and I got stung by a bee on my arse.
Oh,
Not nice.
Yeah, it
Oh,
was
no.
in October. How
Yeah,
random.
weird.
yeah,
Yeah.
clinging on. Have you ever seen a guru in real life or some sort of spiritual meeting?
I nearly did 2 weeks ago.
Oh.
My best mate Emily, she was like, come meet this guru. I think it was in Essex, and she was like, just come. And I was like, okay. And then I spoke to my other friend Marco, who was like, don't do it, you'll get addicted to it. And like he was like being like the rational, logical one.
Yeah.
And then I got freaked out, and then I cancelled.
So you didn't go?
Have you ever?
Yeah.
I've never been, no. Have you? You have.
He's like, I am one.
Yeah, he
I
is a guru. Yes.
And no, I saw someone, but it was probably not the best environment. It was like someone's album launch, and the album had like something to do with, astrology or tarot cards or something. So there was like a woman going around the bar like doing it. So it wasn't like, deeply spiritual.
Yeah.
Because I had a cocktail at the time.
Just walking up and
Yeah.
throwing tarot cards.
But she
at you,
did
yeah.
know things.
Okay.
So I was really intrigued. She was like, she knew all stuff, and she like knew certain things that she'd never,
You didn't think anyone.
Wow.
Yeah, okay.
Very
Yeah.
specific
You do hear that,
stuff.
yeah.
Very specific, like nothing really that interesting, but specific. Yeah, like she knew, like mentioned something about like my brother and my mum going away, and I was like, and my mum was going away with her sisters that day. So it was like things like that. So I'm like, is it? And I don't know.
Yeah.
But it kind of freaks me out. I don't think you should know.
I don't think you should know.
Like, I don't think you want, because then you might do something differently. And
Yeah.
then-
Yeah.
Do you think your life is written in the stars?
I do. I am quite a fatalist. I believe things happen for.
That's the spirit.
No. In the sense that I think it's, I think that's it. Fate's decided, and that's how it is. And yeah, my mum's obsessed with, I don't know whether you're mum, about an afterlife, whereas I'm not sure that exists. But I would like to think there is. I'd like to think I'm going to meet people again.
I think afterlife
You're like,
sounds
no.
exhausting.
Really?
What,
I'm just
forever? Like, girl, let me be dead. I do not want afterlife. What, forever? We're just hanging out with everyone
No,
forever.
but you see the people you're like, my dad's
Forever.
like, you'd see your dad again.
Forever?
Stop saying forever. Then you don't know what goes on after that. It
No.
may be another life that you just miss out.
I ain't got time for that. If I die and you're there and we're doing this forever. I've just done this.
This feels like the afterlife.
I'm so happy to be here.
And then we've got to talk about your mum in the film, who's
Oh, yes.
played by Sindhu Vee.
Yeah.
We're obsessed with
Yes.
her.
Yeah.
She came on Dish and we had the best time with her.
She's hilarious.
She's hilarious, isn't
She's
she?
brilliant.
How
so
is
she played my mum in Sex Education as well.
Oh,
did
of
she?
course.
yeah, so this is the second time she's
Oh my
played
God,
Oh,
second
right.
time she's been your mum.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
she plays it well.
Yeah, whenever they yelled cut, the whole crew would just applaud because she was just so
Yeah.
funny, so on it.
And would your family ever get involved in your love life like the movie? Would they ever be like, have you got someone? You should do someone.
No, not really. I think if I ever had an issue or problem, mum's always there.
Yeah.
But other than that, they're just like, okay. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you kiss people, you it's like, like you're still like 8 years old in our head.
Yeah.
Because some people are very like open with their parents and like tell them
Everything.
everything. And I'm like, ooh.
Too much
Yeah.
Too
information.
much. What were your family like saying? Have you got a boyfriend? What's going on? Or
But
would you just keep
sometimes-
it
No, my
stush?
mum would always not want to meet the boyfriends because she'd say, this won't, she'd always go because she knows how fickle I could be. She says, this won't last. I don't want to meet them because we're a small community and we were all in Catholic schools. You always end up going out with a Catholic boy and then you always used to go to mass. And so mum would be like, I don't want to see these people at mass and meet their mothers because you've ditched them. So do not let me meet them. I've no interest.
How many boyfriends did you have?
That many. It sounds like I was dating after
Yeah.
school, but I really
Yeah.
wasn't.
Go on,
But
girl.
she was just quite, she no, I don't want to meet these people. I said, okay. So no, she met the ones I wanted her to meet.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you? Oh, you weren't bringing anyone?
Well, my dad was always like, have you got a girlfriend?
No, Dad, not this week.
It's like, you're always hanging out with the girls. So they are fab. Yeah. You can picture this right now, available right now on Prime Video. So make sure you go and watch it.
Woohoo, cheers to that.
Cheers to that. Come on.
March
Get it
thing.
watched.
Woohoo.
Get it watched. Love a rom-com. I want to talk to you as well about F1 with Brad Pitt. So
Yeah.
this I've seen, because this has been being filmed for a little while and you keep seeing pictures everywhere.
2 years.
2 years,
2
wow.
years.
Yeah.
So tell us all about this, because all I've seen is Brad Pitt in like the
F1
outfit,
Yes,
costume,
in his racing
and
suit, yeah.
at different races. It's coming out later this year, right? Mm-hmm. Tell
June.
us all about F1. Well, what you can tell us.
Yeah.
The film, not the sport.
Well, they've been filming it for 2 years, live at the Real Grand Prix. I joined the movie last year, and we were all over the world, from Silverstone to Abu Dhabi, which was just the most incredible way to wrap
And
it.
you're filming before the races or after?
During the races.
During.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
So, traditionally you would do a scene and you've got sometimes all afternoon or an hour or so. You do like 8 takes, however many takes. Sometimes Joe Kosinski, our director, would just be like, right, we've got 5 minutes, literally 5 minutes. We've got like 2 shots at this. So once we got into the rhythm of it all, you really caught on and you just had to be on it.
Yeah.
You're in the real Grand Prix, like you hear all the crowds and the engines and it's just chaos. And at the same time, we're shooting this movie, but then there's a real race going on with the real racers and all of that. So it was, the stakes were pretty high.
It must level up a bit when you call someone and you're like, oh, I'm in the new Brad Pitt film.
Yeah.
Like Brad Pitt is like a Coca-Cola
Yes.
of acting. Do you know what I mean? He's like a brand.
Yeah.
So how do your family react when you're like, oh, I can't make that lunch. I'm filming with Brad.
I'm with Brad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a difference between my friends and family. So my friends were all like, yeah, this is so cool.
Yeah.
We all went out for drinks.
Yeah.
They were super.
Can we come to the set? Can we
Exactly.
there?
They were all
Yeah.
so thrilled and just amazing. Love my friends. My family, anytime I'm with a famous person, like Coca-Cola level famous person,
yeah.
my mum once was like, oh, she's posing with a cardboard cutout. I'm not even joking. Not even joking. And I'd be like, oh, mum is the real person.
Brad Pitt.
Yeah. So, but no, they were very happy for
Yeah.
me. Yeah.
That's what you want though, like your family.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah,
that.
no, they keep me grounded.
Yeah, that's not that bothered. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we're having a dessert,
this?
which is a rarity. We don't have them, Simone. No, we don't. But Angela, you've done a dessert today because of Simone's love of
Ice cream.
Ice
Love ice cream, wow.
So what have we got here?
So we've made a chocolate and vanilla semifreddo. So semifreddo means semi-frozen. So it's layers of vanilla ice cream, layer of chocolate ice cream, and underneath a little layer of amaretti biscuits with some amaretto
Wow.
liqueur.
This is a
Wow.
slab as well.
Yeah, sorry. that's
Thank you
quite
so
a
Wow.
much.
thing.
Wow,
But,
Ange,
bon
thank you so
appetit.
much. And did you make the ice cream?
Yeah.
Stop.
With an ice cream machine.
This recipe, because it's
By
not,
hand.
you don't want it, it's not like an ice cream where you want it sort of aerated and whipped. It's a semifreddo, so you don't need an ice cream machine. You just set it in a mould. So sugar, eggs and cream, essentially. So another light dietary requirement for our Waitrose
And then I'm getting a
podcast.
real boozy moment as well.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the amaretti at the bottom, the amaretti biscuits.
And no
Yeah.
alcohol, that's just biscuit.
No, there's alcohol in it. That's
Not loads of alcohol.
Wow. Wow, delicious. So why do you love ice cream so much? Do you have particularly like memories of it?
Yeah.
I just think it looks really aesthetic.
It does.
It's just really pretty.
Yeah.
You know, with the rainbow sprinkles.
Yeah.
It's easy to eat. Reminds me of summer. I actually want to get a Mr. Whippy machine.
Yeah.
Your
I'm
house.
renovating. I want to put it in my kitchen.
Yeah, you should
Oh
do.
my god, please do.
I also love like mochi ice cream.
Yes, love.
Yeah.
I love a mochi ice cream. I just think ice cream's just like, it's just happiness. You know?
How do you stand on frozen yogurt?
I used to work in a Froyo shop.
Oh.
you?
Love Froyo.
I love a frozen yogurt. I crave it.
Do
after
you?
meals. Yeah, I love it. And
Don't
they're
think I've
always
ever had
shutting
one.
down. I love it.
Never had one.
I get on Deliveroo about 3 times a week. I do, yeah.
With a
What are your
kilo of
toppings?
Maltesers.
Yeah, I have plain flavour, large portion. And then I used to have blueberries, but then they sort of get too cold.
Got it, yeah.
So I do like an Oreo crumb.
Love
and then
that.
a crushed lotus biscuit. And then I do the Nestle peanut crunch sauce.
It has
That's
changed
quite an
since I've been
order.
there.
Yeah.
I think
Oreo
every
crumb.
dessert is essentially trying to be ice cream. That's the theory my
Do you
friend
think?
Luke has. Yeah, he says basically ice cream's the one dessert we'll always have.
Ange, tell us how to make this. You literally mix cream, sugar.
So you whip your egg yolks with your sugar, whip your, make a little sabayon out of those, whip your cream separately and your egg whites separately, mix them all together so you have a vanilla sort of parfait flavour, and then melt your chocolate separately, and then take half the mixture for vanilla and then add your chocolate into the other half. And then you set your amaretti biscuits at the base, pour on the chocolate, which is more dense, and then pour the vanilla on top and freeze.
It looks really fab as
Wow.
well. It's like
It
looks
does.
chic. I feel
It's
like
so
if
chic.
you serve this at your house, people will be like,
It's
wow.
You're
my
a pro.
Auntie Maria's
Yeah.
recipe. This is her recipe. My brother was reminiscing recently about it. He goes, do you remember that dish, Auntie? I said, yeah, chocolate semifreddo. And then he said, oh, another recipe you ripped off and put in your cookery book.
Not ripped off, inspired.
Inspired.
Simone, it's time for the fast food quiz.
Okay, I'm
We
ready.
would love to know your favourite way to have the following things.
Okay.
Favourite way to have an egg?
Scrambled, lots of butter, salt and pepper,
Favourite form of potato?
triple cooked chips,
Oh, we haven't had that before, I don't think.
like thick pub, gastropub chips.
Okay, yep.
What is your favourite sandwich filling?
Ooh, peanut butter and jam with ready salted crisps.
Oh, in the sandwich? Wow, yet to try.
Yes.
Yeah?
Crisps in a sandwich.
I've had crisps in a sandwich, not with jam.
Jelly.
It's
Yeah.
great.
Peanut
It's
butter
great.
jam,
It's like
yeah.
brie and jam.
Oh, yeah.
It's like
Oh, yeah,
savoury
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah. Okay,
crunchy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right,
Okay,
that's
yeah, we'll
different.
try. We'll try.
But when I was a kid, I used to sit on the sandwich in a sandwich bag because it made
Flattens it.
Yeah.
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 Interesting cooking method there.
it. Sit on the
And then once
sandwich.
you've made the semifreddo, just
you
sit
sit on
it,
it.
squash it down.
What's your favourite herb?
I love parsley. Parsley really goes with a
Yeah.
lot.
Everything. We
Universal.
like parsley.
Yeah.
Love a parsley.
Do you have a favourite Sunday roast?
Oh, I think either. I'm going to say lamb.
Love
Though I've been told. Someone was like, "Oh my gosh, mint and lamb. What are you guys thinking?" But I think that mint and lamb
I
goes well
love mint.
together.
Mint lamb's fabulous.
Oh, yeah,
Who's
sensational.
saying that? That's
Who were they?
They're German, so they
Oh,
don't
they
understand.
losing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah. They just don't.
We should talk about Bridgerton as well.
Absolutely.
Because you're coming back to Bridgerton.
I am.
Has this been filmed? Has it been done?
I actually, yes, I think my final day's on Monday.
Oh,
wow. So
I've been in and
currently
out, in
filming.
and out.
Yeah.
Okay. And how was it? How was it doing something like Bridgerton? Because it's like 98 million people
Yes.
watch. It's insane. Like it must be like a game changer when you're in a show as watched as that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it changed my life. And, I'm so proud to be a part of it, so grateful that it's part of my life. And just it's just one of the best things that's ever happened to me. So very, very, happy to be continuing with that show.
And you got to work with Jonathan Bailey on that show.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
I really loved when you guys were doing press together.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Just
We just
mad.
giggled the whole
Yeah.
time.
Exactly.
I just
Yeah.
really loved it. You just like you had
Yeah.
a really nice time together.
Yeah.
Did you tattoo him? Or
I didn't, no.
No, you
And
were
if
going
I'm
to
really
tattoo
honest,
him?
I don't think he would ever let me tattoo
No?
him.
Oh, right.
Because he's got some sense.
You wanted to tattoo him?
No, I tattoo a lot. Back in the day, I used
Right.
to tattoo castmates and stuff because
Okay.
I had
Yeah.
a tattoo kit.
Okay.
After I would tattoo myself, I'd be like, "Hey,
You're next.
but yeah, exactly. You're next."
Jonathan was like,
No.
I never asked him.
No.
You just know.
You just
sometimes.
know. Not
Yeah.
to ask. Yeah. You know not to ask. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we come to the end of the show questions,
Yes.
Simone. This is for you to
okay.
open and answer. Should you choose to answer the question,
You
The
win
goodie
this.
bag is yours. The Waitrose goodie bag is yours.
I don't think I've seen this part of the
Oh.
show. Okay. In 2019, you starred in Casualty. Do you remember your character's name? And what was her storyline? Her name was Shay. And she was in like a 3-way relationship. She was like a part of an explosion.
Oh.
Goes to hospital and finds out she's pregnant. And then she freaks out when she has the pregnancy scan, and then the boys come and they're like, we're going to take care of this baby. And she's like, thanks. And then that's it.
That sounds like quite the day for your character.
Yeah.
So congratulations.
You've
the
won
goodie
it.
bag is yours.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Gorgeous. It's heavy.
Yeah.
It's heavy.
It's stacked. Simone, thank you for coming to
Thank
see
you
us.
very
Thank
much.
you for
It's
having
been
me.
amazing.
Congratulations on the new movie.
Yes.
You can see it right now on Prime Video. A round of applause. Simone Ashley, everybody. Thank you, Simone.
Thank
Thank you, Ange. That was
Pleasure.
delish.